Okay. All right. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, we can.
All right. Wonderful. Okay. Persuasive speaking. It is so important for us to understand persuasive speaking. And I'm going to give a definition of what I looked on Google. And this is the definition. It is a type of speaking that most people engage in the most. Arguing about politics, to talking about what to eat for dinner. Persuasive speaking is very connected to the audience, as the speaker must, in a sense, meet the audience halfway. How many times you're speaking with someone and they're trying to persuade you to buy that extra Twix or go that extra mile walk, something. But there's so many ways of persuading. We have here, this is a gentleman. He wants to get his point across his way. And sometimes we are guilty of, hey, listen to what I am saying. This is what I am saying. And, we go on. But I'm going to break it down to show you exactly what. Okay? And we have another way. We want to get our points across via texting, and what we like to do, put it all in the caps. Put it all in the caps. Like, can't you hear what I am saying? All right. Okay, so what are the three types of persuasive speeches? The first one is factual persuasive speech. And this is based on whether or not a particular topic is true and is backed by concrete evidence. This type of speech persuades the audience as to whether something exists or does not exist, whether it happened or did not happen. For instance, a college student giving a speech about Neil Armstrong landing on the moon in 1969 is an example of factual, persuasive speech. The moon landing by Neil Armstrong is well documented and has concrete evidence that supports the fact that it did happen. Now, if someone comes to you and say DTM Elka landed on the moon, you're going to scratch your head and say, show me the facts, correct? Okay, the second one, value persuasive speech. Value persuasive speech is a speech about whether or not something is right or wrong. It questions the moral or ethical aspect of an issue. For example, have you ever thought about whether or not capital punishment is moral or immoral? If you were to give a speech about your stance on the morality of capital punishment, that would be an example of value persuasive speech. And the third one, policy persuasive speech. And it is a speech given to convince an audience to either support or reject a policy, rule, or candidate. For instance, if the President of the United States disagreed with the current foreign policy and gave a speech to Congress with the goal of convincing them to agree with his viewpoint, it would be considered a policy persuasive speech. Yep. Now, organization of our persuasive speeches. Some of us are in Toastmasters, and for you, our guests, you might be wondering, how can I organize my speech? Should I just be brap like the photo we saw earlier? Here's an organization of our speech: problem, solution, benefit. And in Toastmasters, you will hear a segment called the general evaluation, and the evaluation actually gives feedback on the person's speech. Okay, so here's an organization of the speech. We have a problem, and here's a problem. This is an example. No blood in the blood bank. Oh my gosh. What? No, I am a doctor and I'm going to my team. Guys, there is no blood in the blood bank. what we're gonna do. I mean, are we going to run around like Tom and Jerry? We need blood. We need blood. So this is an example of a problem. So in your speech, you're going to present the problem. Here's the problem. Then the solution. What is the solution? Blood drive. So the doctor and his team, like, you know what? Here's something that we need to do. We need to have a blood drive. Have blood drive in the schools, have blood drive in the colleges. Go down to Square. Go to AUA. We're going to market, we're going to do everything as possible. We're going to do all that we can, sell the solution. Now, persuasive speaking is also on the customer service, and I should say as a salesman. So you're presenting now the solution. And the solution is we want to have a blood drive. So we're going to use every media possible. Then the benefit of your speech. And here we have the benefit of the example. With blood in the blood bank, in case of any emergency, it's readily available. So your speech presents the problem, your speech presents the solution, and your speech presents the benefit. In persuading anyone, you must, I would say, follow the 3 simple, easy steps. It will work out. It will work out even in a 5-minute talk with somebody about you trying to persuade them to buy that KFC, even though I know I'm on a diet, but yes, you know, the persuasion of it. Okay. Now, persuasive speeches, these are some examples of, you know, persuasive speeches. Sales, we are in sales all the time. Sales is not just in a shoe store or in the telecom where they might be selling your phone. We're in sales every day. Another one, convincing your mate you love them. Join Toastmasters. Examples of persuasive speeches and how we use them we are so persuasive in different ways. Even to join Toastmasters, why are you convincing a guest right now to join Toastmasters? 1, leadership. You're all about leadership or building your communication. And at work, I have to speak to my employees because I'm a supervisor, but I don't know how to. Toastmasters is actually the right organization, educational organization that can help you to build that communication level higher than at your current where you're currently stationed. So this is just a quick example of you're persuading someone to join Toastmasters. All right. And my conclusion, be firm and believable. When you're persuading, in your persuasive speeches, you must be firm and believable. We just listened to table topics. And in the table topics, the question was on blood drive. The presenters gave believable responses to the moderator. Why? So you must give, you're selling let's say you're selling your item, you're selling a service, whatever it is that you're doing, you want to convince that person that to believe in what you're doing, believe in what you're proposing to them. We have our new common area director. She's going to be doing a lot of persuasive speeches across her clubs. We have the new club growth director, and she will be meeting with, she has a table overflowing, and she will be doing a lot of persuasive speeches. So it must be firm and believable that persons will buy in and say, oh, okay, I got you. I buy that. I buy that driven, that vision. I buy into it. I love it. I love it. Yes, so this concludes my speech tip, educational tip on persuasive speeches. And thank you so much for your patience. And the internet worked a kind of how. I was persistent that I want to try again. Thank you.